Already know.
Bryn, it's been about a year since you last uploaded.
Bryn, where you been?
You know where I've been. I've been on my gaming channel, uploading a series about Hades 2, Date Everything, No, I'm Not a Human, Genshin. Well, I gave up Genshin. I kind of retired from it. It was kind of messing with me too much mentally, so I just gave up on the series. Yeah, so like if you want, you can go check out my gaming channel. But I wanted to come back on this channel, which I've been wanting to do for a long time. We'll get to that in another video, but right now, I want to go on a rant a little bit. It is currently 10:34 p.m. I have work tomorrow at 9 a.m. and I should have been asleep about an hour ago. But I just saw some news that I thought would excite me. So I saw that my favorite manga series of all time was getting its own box set. And it's a series that surprisingly has taken a long time to get its own box set. In my opinion, still an underrated series. Like sure, there was this sort of renaissance for it, but in my opinion, still doesn't get as much love as it should. If you're a real one, you know what that series is. Fruits Basket. Fruits Basket was my first love. It was the first manga I've ever read. I was there when it first released. That's how old I am. Ever since then, I was collecting every single volume upon release. I have the original print from when I was a child of this series, and then I also went out of my way to get the collector's edition as well. So when I saw news about the box set, I was like, yeah, I'm sad. Of course. Anything Fruits Basket, I'm gonna buy it. I also bought the box sets for the anime, which most of them I had to get from scalpers, but it's whatever. I really love the series. I actually have a Toru figure over here. It's an unofficial one, but you know, y'all know that companies don't like making merch for Toru, and we're gonna get to that. What I want to talk about right now is the box set. I was on the internet just searching, trying to figure out what this box set looks like, because when I saw the image, I thought to myself, there's no way that they did that. There's no way that this is the final cut. Maybe they're still working on some stuff, but no, that is the final image. And it's really disappointing. So the box set, you know, it is a box. The box itself just looks like it was randomly put together by someone that was told, hey, make a box for all these books to fit in. And then they just made a box, painted it pink, and then put a little strap on it. That's literally what it looks like. It seems like someone who doesn't know anything about the series created this box set. There was no kind of passion or love, in my opinion, that was put into the design of the overall box. In addition, the exterior, the artwork is literally the characters of how they appear on the design of the collector's edition. It's literally just copy and paste. There is no originality or anything. There's no new artwork. None of the dozens of illustrations that was made by the author is featured anywhere on the box from what I've seen. It's literally just the collector's edition put onto the box itself. That is just super lazy, just to put it bluntly. Like, it was really disappointing to see, because I own a few box sets. Like there's one right here. Wrong way. There's one right here, the Bakuman series. Like, guys, you can see from here that they put a lot of detail into it. Like, they have like the two characters right there. They're drawing on something. The whole design is covering the entire box. And then that's just the front of it. On each part of the box, there's like some very intricate design on it. Then I have another box set, which is the Oran High Host Club box set. That one is just amazing because it just like really suits the series. Like, it has all these polka dots. It has all the host club members just dripped out, and from my memory, there's a unique design on each side of the box too. But then you look at the Fruits Basket one and it's like, bro, what the heck? Y'all literally just grab characters from the collector's edition and then put their faces on this one. Now, that's enough for the design of the box itself. Now, sometimes with box sets, they might change the spine or the covers of the manga books. And, they did that, but I'm not really a fan of it. Some people might like it. Personally, I don't, because it doesn't really suit the series, in my opinion. The covers of each manga is going to be like one of the characters. And once again, they copied and pasted what has already been done. So what I do kind of like about it is that, the one positive thing I have about this box set is that they put the original designs from when the series was first releasing. So like the original print of the old art style when they were first creating the series. So they put that on each volume cover, which is a really cool detail. It's like honoring them in a way, honoring like the start of the series. So I really appreciate that. However, the design of the books themselves just doesn't suit the color palette of the series. When I think Fruits Basket, I think pastels. Even the original print, at least for the American original print, the spines, they have like this mint color to them, and then they have a white cover, and then it shows the zodiac. That's the other thing, it shows the zodiac. But they're just like these really aggressive, harsh colors, which is really odd because like I just don't associate like those really saturated colors to Fruits Basket because it just doesn't seem right. The thing that made me go off the most, and it's probably the main reason why I'm recording this video, is when I saw the first volume, which has Toru on the front, which like, yes, she should be on the front. And it was like this weird Mean Girls kind of pink, which, is a good color, just doesn't suit the series in my opinion. And then you flip it to the spine and it's this harsh cobalt blue color. And when I first saw that, I wanted to flip my desk over. Those two colors just don't like go together. And I was thinking to myself, why would they make a pink cover and then make the spine blue? Like, that doesn't make any sense. And the shades that they chose, like pink and blue, they can go together, but it was just like weirdly, they just didn't complement each other. So then I remembered that the first volume in the original series, it's Toru, then the second volume is Yuki. So since the collector's edition, they combined volumes 1 and 2, that's why they did the pink and blue, because Toru is pink, Yuki is blue. That makes sense. However, it looks ugly. It does. You need to leave. Why are you booing me? I'm right. And then I saw like all the other spines and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't even imagine like how they look. So I'm guessing the second volume, it's like green spines, so that's Shigure, and then the front is probably orange, which is disgusting. Like green and orange, that's just odd. It's really disappointing because this is my favorite series of all time. Just like, even outside of manga, it's still one of my favorite series of all time. I love the story. I love the characters, so much so that it's so hard for me to pick a favorite character, which is how I feel about something like Avatar or Adventure Time, like very good pieces of media. So it's really disappointing to see that they barely put any effort into the box set. And it's something I've been waiting for years. And then they went and just like whipped this up with no thought put into it. Like, bro, y'all could have just called me and I would have done a better job at it. Even this figure that I have, which is an unofficial figure, has more thought put into it than what a whole company did. It just goes to show that when it comes to shoujo series, they don't get as much love as like a shonen series or whatever, like the sports animes, or where it's like, like My Hero Academia. Like, they don't get enough marketing. And then when it comes to merch, there is dry out here. Like, getting Fruits Basket merch that doesn't look basic impossible. Literally mission impossible. Even Tom Cruise won't be able to finish the mission because it can't be done. I feel like shoujo has come a long way in terms of the attention, but for them to do something like this for Fruits Basket, which is a classic, which is like one of the first series a shoujo fan would get into, suspicious. Like, why? Why do y'all hate them so much? Like, is it because it features strong women? Is it because they can't sexualize Toru? Is it because Toru inspires hope and being a strong person and being kind and loving people and caring about them and being hardworking? Like I don't really understand. It's just like really disappointing. And then the other thing is that Toru, to this day, still doesn't have a Nendo. I don't really know how it's pronounced, but you know, like the little figures. Kyo and Yuki have one. But Toru, the main character, doesn't have one. How is that? It's just so annoying. Here's my thing. How did Undertale get Nendos before Toru? How did Friday Night Funkin' get Nendos before Toru? And those are series that I like. I really love those series. But how did those get one before Toru? It makes no sense. I hate it so much because I love this series so much and it deserves so much better. Like, even when they remastered the anime, which, like, thank you, Lord, I was so happy. But even still, I feel like it didn't get the attention it deserves. I'm just really passionate about Fruits Basket because it holds such a special place in my heart. And it's like one of those stories that I cherish, like, always. Like, it taught me so many life lessons. Like, it really is to the level of Avatar, but it just doesn't have that same kind of love because I guess there's not much action in it, and it only appeals really to, I would say, to the female audience and everything. I mean, I feel it's for everyone, but I feel like because it's kind of targeted towards women, it doesn't get as much attention as anime or other series that's more targeted towards men. And that really is what the underlying issue is. It's because, you know, they're not really going to put a lot of effort into something that's kind of targeted towards women, which I knew at the start of this video, but I mean, it still sucks to know that. Like, I'm not happy that there is a reason, because it's a reason that sucks. And in 2025 shouldn't be a thing anymore, for real. Like, at this point, I'll make my own figure for Toru, like my own Nendo, and probably make my own box set too, because apparently I can't trust this, you know, $1 million company to do it, which is insane. Because, like, I know they tried to make a basket, but it just looks cheaply made. Hopefully that was coherent, like, because when I go on rants, I'm not really focused on trying to sound like a sane person. I just want to get my thoughts out so I can go to sleep. Like, they made the Ouran High Host Club box set look amazing. So I don't know why they can't do the same for Fruits Basket. Especially with how I feel like Ouran High Host Club was kind of like breaking the status quo with like a lot of things and pushed the boundaries on a lot of different things. So honestly, I'm surprised as much thought and effort was put into their box and like all the extra stuff that they added to it. So I don't know why Fruits Basket didn't get the same treatment. It's weird. It's because like Toru is like really girly and Haruhi, she's like more of a tomboy? Maybe. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Yeah, that's the end of my rant. And how do you guys feel about the box set? Do y'all feel like shoujo doesn't get the same treatment as other genres? I mean, the answer is yes. What is your favorite series that also got screwed over like Fruits Basket? That's a wild question to ask. But anyway, I want to continue posting on this channel, but it's just like sometimes I forget. Genuinely, even on my gaming channel, and I upload consistently on there, sometimes I forget I'm doing a series on the channel and forget to upload the next part. That's just who I am. I am what I am. But anyway, Fruits Basket, you deserve better. And I hope that maybe the backlash will be so strong that they'll redo the box set entirely, give it more thought and care. And finally, for the love of God, give Toru a Nendoroid. That's all I want. And then in turn, I can buy Kyo and Yuki finally, so that the three can be together forever. But anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye. I wish you the best. Love.